And that leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Carr escaping the pressure right. And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's complete to Brown inside. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
That's the score. Bills 14, Raiders 10.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. From the 30 on 2nd down, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory.
Complete.
A big play here for Buffalo. 64 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop.
At the 25-yard.
He'll let this go deep for runs. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Allen finding Knox there, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Breida.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Allen from the gun on third down, eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Carr now on first down. Man with the left side is Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, Carr. Flush to his right. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing on first down is Carr. Now he'll pull it down. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now this is Kenyon Drake, fifth-year man from Alabama. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders are back within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. At the 23, it's second and 12. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Going deep for Dick. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
43 yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Allen flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
5-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the ball.
Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It was Clelin Ferrell who was able to rush in and make that tackle. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Operating from the gun, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Allen to Beasley, first down, Buffalo.
First down, Buffalo.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Allen from the gun on third down. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Bass to kick off.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a carry for Jacobs. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Milano on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Carr now to throw. Escaping the pressure. He can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The veteran Mario Addison in there to drop him for a loss.
One of the impressive parts of Mario Addison's resume as he pads it there with another sack is that his consistency is evident. Since 2016, he's recorded at least 9 sacks in each season. Hard to block as he applies pressure off the edge.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken on the 25. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel. And that's caught at the 25. And way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 17. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Vernon Butler able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. He's going to be intercepted a third time. The All-Pro corner, Tre'Davious White picks it off. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Bills first down.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2nd and 11. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Bills.
This is Breida. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First down, Buffalo.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Brought down at the 20.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 7-yard line.
They run with Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They run again with Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. Today's final
a
score,
big
Bills
offensive
41,
explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.